Unlock perfect hamstrings, the ultimate guide. Want legs that turn heads and make your workouts more powerful? It's all about those hamstrings. While most people tend to focus on their quads, perfecting your hamstrings is the secret to building strong, well-rounded legs. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to unlock the perfect hamstrings with exercises that target them, form tips that will prevent injury, and a training plan that will help you see real, noticeable results. Stick around to the end because I'll also share some common mistakes people make when training hamstrings and how to avoid them. Let's dive right in. Hamstrings are often the overlooked hero of the legs. Most people are so focused on quad development and that big leg look from the front that they miss out on the benefits of strong hamstrings. From a visual standpoint, well-developed hamstrings balance out your legs and give you that three-dimensional shape. You don't want your legs looking great from the front, but flat from the back. Strong hamstrings give you that rounded, complete look. But it's not just about appearance. Your hamstrings play a crucial role in many athletic movements. Whether you're sprinting, jumping, or lifting heavy, your hamstrings are engaged. They help generate explosive power, which translates to improved performance in sports, as well as overall functional strength in your daily life. But here's the thing. Weak hamstrings can cause a whole host of issues. One of the most common is knee pain. When your quads are much stronger than your hamstrings, it creates an imbalance that puts excessive strain on your knees. This can lead to injuries over time, which no one wants. Strong hamstrings also protect your lower back by taking on some of the load in movements like deadlifts and squats. So not only will training them help you lift heavier, but it will also keep you safer in the gym. Now, let's talk about how to actually train your hamstrings for maximum gains. These exercises are proven to target and develop your hamstrings. I'll break down the form for each one and give you tips to get the most out of them. The Romanian deadlift is hands down one of the best exercises for building hamstrings. Here's how to do it. Start by standing with your feet shoulder-width apart, holding a barbell or dumbbells. Keep your back straight and engage your core. Hinge at the hips, lowering the bar slowly toward the floor while keeping your legs slightly bent. You should feel a deep stretch in your hamstrings as you lower the weight. Make sure you maintain control throughout the entire movement, especially on the way down, as this is where the hamstrings are working hardest. Then, drive through your heels and return to the starting position. Remember, the goal is to target the hamstrings, so don't turn this into a back exercise by rounding your spine. Next up are leg curls. This is a great isolation exercise that really focuses on the hamstrings. You can do this with a machine, or if you're at home, you can use a stability ball. Let's start with the machine variation. Sit down and position yourself so that the pad is just above your ankles. Adjust the machine so that you get a full range of motion. This is important. As you curl the weight up, focus on squeezing your hamstrings at the top of the movement. Don't let momentum take over. Slow and controlled is key here. If you're using a stability ball, lay on your back with your feet on top of the ball. Lift your hips off the ground into a bridge position and curl the ball towards you by bending your knees. This can be surprisingly tough and works your hamstrings along with your glutes and core. The glute-ham raise is an advanced movement that will really challenge your hamstrings. You'll need a glute-ham developer machine for this. Start by hooking your feet under the foot pads and positioning your body parallel to the ground. Slowly lower yourself down while keeping your back straight. Use your hamstrings to control the descent and then explode back up to the starting position. If this exercise is too difficult at first, don't worry, it's normal. Start by using your hands to assist on the way back up or lower your body less until you build up strength. Over time, you'll notice significant improvements in both strength and muscle size. Even though Bulgarian split squats are traditionally considered a quad-dominant exercise, you can tweak the movement to target your hamstrings. Here's the trick. Instead of staying upright, lean your torso slightly forward as you descend. This shifts the emphasis from your quads to your hamstrings. Keep your front foot planted firmly on the ground and push through your heel as you rise back up. It's a killer exercise not only for your hamstrings but for overall leg development. Now that you know the best exercises, let's talk about how to train your hamstrings effectively to really maximize results. Hamstrings respond incredibly well to being stretched under tension. In every exercise, you want to control the eccentric phase, which is the lowering part of the movement. This is where the muscle is under the most stretch and where the real muscle damage, the good kind, happens. So in exercises like Romanian deadlifts or leg curls, lower the weight slowly. Don't rush through this part, it's where the magic happens. Just like any other muscle, hamstrings need regular stimulation to grow. Training them once a week isn't enough if you want to see noticeable progress. I recommend hitting them 2 to 3 times a week. This doesn't mean you need to dedicate an entire workout to hamstrings each time. You can incorporate a few hamstring-focused exercises into your leg days or add them to upper body days for some extra volume. The important thing is that you're giving them enough attention. This tip is often overlooked, but it can make a huge difference in your results. You need to actively think about your hamstrings working during each exercise. Don't just go through the motions. When you're doing Romanian deadlifts, for example, really focus on feeling the stretch in your hamstrings as you lower the weight. When you're doing leg curls, focus on the squeeze at the top of the movement. This mind-muscle connection helps to ensure that you're targeting the right muscles and getting the most out of every rep. Like with any other muscle group, if you want your hamstrings to grow, you need to challenge them by progressively increasing the weight or reps over time. Don't stick to the same weight for weeks on end. Push yourself to lift heavier or do more reps with proper form. This is what will force your muscles to adapt and grow stronger. Now let's go over some common mistakes people make when training hamstrings and how you can avoid them. While machines like the leg curl are great for isolating the hamstrings, don't rely solely on them. Free weight exercises like Romanian deadlifts and Bulgarian split squats engage more muscles, improve your overall strength, and offer a more functional movement pattern. If you're only using machines, you're missing out on the full range of benefits. Another big mistake is cutting the range of motion short. In exercises like Romanian deadlifts or leg curls, you want to go through a full range of motion to maximize the stretch and contraction of the muscle. Don't sacrifice form for the sake of lifting heavier. It's better to lift lighter with full control than to use momentum to get through partial reps. Last but not least, don't neglect your hamstrings. If your workout routine is all about squats and leg presses, your quads are going to get a lot of attention, but your hamstrings will lag behind. Balance is key to avoiding injury and building a complete aesthetic physique. So there you have it, your complete guide to building perfect hamstrings. From why they're important to the best exercises, training tips, and common mistakes to avoid, you've got all the tools you need to get started. Now it's up to you to put in the work and stay consistent. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button and subscribe for more fitness tips, workout breakdowns, and strategies to help you reach your goals. Drop a comment below if you have any questions or if you want to share your progress. I'm always here to help you crush your fitness journey. Let's get those hamstrings fired up.